Martina. Will you let me know? Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the official VNL Rio de Janeiro pre-event press conference. My name is Michael. I'm going to be hosting this event as we get to know a few of the stars of the upcoming week of volleyball. We're coming to you live from Rio today. It's one of the most captivating cities in the world, if you didn't already know. From the iconic Christ the Redeemer, Sugarloaf Mountain, Maracana, Rio offers some unforgettable experiences that make it like nowhere else in the world. And of course, we're hosting the VNL matches at the Maracanazinho. That's a proud venue of the 2016 Olympic Games and a sacred temple of Brazilian volleyball. We're so happy to have you all here, whether you're members of the international media joining us today or everyone tuning in on YouTube. Of course, our special guests on stage as well. I'll just give you a rundown of what we're going to do. It's just going to last an hour today, and you can expect a short interview with the head coach of Team Brazil. And then we're going to hear from each player of the 6 participating teams. And following that, I'll open the floor to questions from the media that are here. We have one fun fan-submitted question for each player at the end. And then that's it. So please welcome me in joining our guest coach and athletes to the stage. We have Bernardinho and Flavio of Brazil, Miguel Angel Lopez of Cuba, Javad Karimi of Iran, from Slovenia, Dejan Vincic, Yuri Semeniuk of Ukraine, and Kyle D'Agostino of the USA. All right, let's get started, shall we? All right, Brazil, Bernardinho, first coach, interview question. Are we ready? I know it's 9 a.m., I know it's early.
Yeah.
Can you talk to me a little bit about the focus of your team leading up to the start of this VNL and this new Olympic cycle?
First of all, I'd like to welcome all the countries that are here, the teams, all the captains. It's great to have them here in Rio, my hometown. And for us, it's a beginning of a cycle, the beginning of a project, construct building, the whole thing. A new generation coming in. Some veterans are not anymore in the national team, so we are a little tense, normal, and concerned about the beginning, how we will start or not, how we feel. Now, the pressure in Maracanazinho got against great teams, some that are in our same situation, building up, now heading to LA. So right now it's about finding out where we are, try to figure out where we are, what we have to do, and keep going. Any result that comes is just lessons that we have to learn and keep building up, thinking about the whole cycle, 4-year cycle that we have ahead of us.
Can you tell me a little bit about the changes on your team? Anyone who might be a leader this year, and what are your expectations from them?
Yeah, we have Bruno, not here anymore, Lucão, and Thales had a great season in Poland, and Leal. So Bruno was our leader for the last years. So we have Flavio here, we have Lucarelli, who's injured right now, but he's coming back, he's recovering. So I think these veterans here are those who are getting the charge of leading this group because of the experience they have abroad, playing in the big leagues, and having been part of the national team for a couple of years, for some years. So I think they gotta get this responsibility of leading the team throughout this new season that we are starting right now.
Thank you so much, Coach.
Thank you.
Next up, Flavio. How important is it for you and your team to play this week 1 in Brazil, in Maracanazinho, in front of your home crowd?
Good morning, everyone. It's too much important. For us to start this year, this new cycle at home is too much important in front of our fans. For sure, Maracanazinho will be full every day. To have this support from them is too much important for us. As I said, this new cycle is a beginning of a dream. So we are building our team, and start to do this at home. It's too much important for us.
This year in the Italian League, you won it with Trentino, and you have some of your teammates on that team that will be here in Rio. Gabi Garcia Fernandez of the USA, Jan Kozemernik of Slovenia perhaps are here. We don't know yet. Officially won the the rosters, but what are you looking forward to when you play against them this week?
They are really good guys. We had an amazing season in Italy. It was incredible to win the Scudetto. So it's really good to affront them. I hope that I will play and they will play. It will be an adventure for us to see each one, and now we can challenge our strengths against, and we'll see what will happen.
All right, thanks so much. Next up, Kyle D'Agostino of the USA. New season, new coach. Can you tell me about the differences you've noticed already with Karch at the helm?
Good morning. Sure. Karch has been very receptive to feedback from all of us. As he's transitioning back into the men's game, he's learning very quickly and trying to stay open to learning very quickly, and he's using some of the older guys on this team as tools to help him learn about our team, but also learn about this game already. So it feels like a bit of a collaborative effort with him, and we really appreciate that. And he's been very receptive to some of the information that we have on some of the players or some of the systems that we've run in the past.
Good to hear. Your team took a bronze at the Paris Olympics, but you have a young team here at the VNL. Did you take any lessons from watching the women's team last week that also brought a young and inexperienced squad?
Sure. At this level of volleyball, anything can happen. It's a very competitive, high-level game when you get into these kinds of environments. So with a younger team, we understand that we have to show up every day. We have to give our best because this is an unforgiving tournament, and there are a lot of talented players in the world, and we have to make sure that we're doing what we need to do on our side of the net to give us the best chance possible to win.
Thanks so much. Next up for Slovenia, Dejan. In the recent years, Slovenia has become one of the top teams thanks to a core group of veterans. Do you see the potential of the younger generation entering your national team to keep that legacy going?
Good morning, everyone. This season is going to be, let's say, something new for our guys. We are not complete, but I think it's a great opportunity for our, like you said, for our young guys to face the highest level of volleyball possible, and for sure for them it's going to be a big learning lesson, big experience. The older guys who are still here, we are trying our best to help them adapt fast as possible. So I'm looking forward how they will react on the court.
And recently, the Brotherhood of the Court premiered. That's a docuseries about your team leading up to the Paris Olympics. How did it feel when you watched it to look back on those moments that you all went through together, and how important is this series to you and your team?
I mean, it's a big, pleasure or honor to such a small country as we are to get such an amazing documentary. I don't know if somebody already saw it. We saw the first 5 episodes in Slovenia. It's broadcasting right now, and the feedbacks are really amazing. When I look back, when we started 20 years ago, where we were and where are we today, it's a it's a huge road which we passed. And like yesterday, it was that 10 years ago, it was my first time when we came to Brazil, when Coach Rezende invited us to Saquarema for the training camp, and for us was like, wow. When we saw them, how they practice, how much they practice, and then it you kind of see what the top teams do in the world. So yeah, we are grateful for this, and thank you one more time for that invitation. Yeah, the documentary is, how can I say, one great picture of where we started, where are we today, and the path, what we did. So I'm really, really happy and proud of the guys involved in the movie. And yeah, I hope everyone see it, and for sure you will like it.
I'm looking forward to watching it. It's not out yet, but I think it's going to be on VBTV.
Very
So we'll
soon.
look for it. Thank you. Next up from Cuba, Miguel Angel Lopez. Talk to me about the biggest strengths of your team this season.
Good morning for everyone. Our team is in a very good condition today, so I think that always the Cuban team was incredible servers, incredible spikers, and that is good for us. But we don't have many time for practice until today, but we are better and better every day, and try to recover the physical condition and the best condition for start the VNL.
You mentioned you didn't have a whole lot of time to prepare, but what did your pre-VNL preparations look like?
So we have the main goals, that is try to qualify to the final phase, and that is the main goal for us. But now we try to there opportunity for the new players. So in the first week, that is important for us, for the new players, try to keep more responsibility and yeah, just that.
Okay, appreciate you. Thanks so much.
Welcome.
All right, for Iran, Javad Karimi, you're entering this season with a new head coach, Roberto Piazza, who is very experienced and successful. What's different so far under this new coach?
Good morning, everyone. So I think you know Roby Piazza, when we knew that he gonna be our coach, so it was really good for us. We was happy. So it works with him. It's really good. He started to try teach us some new things, and also he works a lot of things in our mentality. So he's a really good coach. Now we are enjoying with him. We improve a lot of things. So now we are ready for first week of Vienna.
Speaking of first week, can you talk to me about what are the biggest strengths of your team coming into this week?
Especially this year, we changed a lot of players. There is a lot of young players, so I can say our spike and service, we have really good quality, especially this year. So because we worked on it. Yeah, that's it.
Awesome, thanks so much. Last but not least, Yuri, you're making your debut in the VNL. How big of a milestone is it for the Ukraine and your team?
Good morning. Yes, we come here. Of course, we come here not to vacation, play volleyball. We have a new team, a new young team, and it's new level, new emotions. We're happy when we come here and we try to play our games better and better. It doesn't matter who opponent is.
Well, depending on who the opponent is, do you have anyone here this week that you're most excited to face, any of these teams?
No, I think we concentrate only when how we play, and our games play better and better, and like this.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck. All right, so that's it for the first round of media questions that I had, and I'll now open it up to the floor. Anyone that's here in the audience, if you have any questions for the players, then go ahead and raise your hand, and Martina will come over and bring the mic.
Bom dia a todos, eu sou João Vitor, do Surto Olímpico. Minha primeira pergunta é para o Bernardinho, que se a gente pensa nesse retrospecto recente da seleção, nas últimas competições internacionais, e essa chegada de jogadores novos, jogar em casa nessa primeira semana traz mais pressão para esses jogadores, para essas partidas, ou é um incentivo maior para se ganhar?
Hello, this is the question for Bernardinho. Bernardinho, in this recent retrospect of the volleyball team and now with new players coming in, do you think that playing at home is more pressure or it makes it easier?
Okay. Thank you for the question. There are both sides. It's a lot of pressure for the youngsters, how to play in Maracanãzinho. First time there, they're going to look around and remember big moments of volleyball here in Maracanãzinho. So some pressure it will be. Same time, it's kind of motivation, for all of them. First opportunity to play in an environment like that, in the national team. Have the opportunity to be here. So not easy to play the first week in Brazil, like volleyball is in Brazil, like important it is. So some pressure. I would prefer to play abroad at the beginning, and then when we're more prepared, maybe come here. But it is what it is. No concerns. Without complaining, just do your best every day. The only thing we can do is our part, and the best way we can do. We are starting a lot of new teams, a lot of youngsters being tested in all the teams here, so let's see what happens. But I think it's, as you said, both. It's a lot of pressure, it is. Same time, a lot of motivation to playing in front of your crowd, in your country, and being part of a national team is kind of a great legacy. Tá bom? English? Okay.
Devo traduzir?
Good morning. Two quick questions in Portuguese. Bernardinho, você falou rapidamente sobre a lesão do Lucarelli. Queria te pedir se você já tiver uma expectativa de utilização dele, em qual momento ele poderia entrar na VNL. E para o Flávio, como é que é também a responsabilidade de assumir, o papel de capitão da seleção brasileira, como você encara também essa nova posição de liderança?
And to Bernardinho about Lucarelli and his injury, and if you have any idea when he will be ready to play for VNL. And for Flavio, the question about being the captain and how he faced this responsibility.
About Lucarelli, he came from Japan with a shoulder, an injury in his shoulder, so we are taking step by step. He's improving, getting stronger, and he's training, but no hitting the ball, so we'll take care. It's a pity that we won't count with him. He's an experienced guy. We could, together with Flavio, lead the team. At the same time, we have to be very careful and have him in the best conditions he can. It was a tough competition in Japan. Lopez played there. He brought his own physiotherapist with him to take care of him because they hit so many balls. So right now it's recovery. That's why we don't know if he's going to be ready for Chicago, maybe for a little bit in Chicago, or a second pool, or in Japan our third pool. So we take care. When the medical staff say he's ready to go, he will go. But he's practicing every day a little bit more and more, but not hitting the ball yet. It's a pity, but it is what it is.
Is it okay if I answer Portuguese question in Portuguese? Yeah. Bom dia, obrigado pela pergunta. Para mim é uma honra gigante ajudar a equipe. Acho que o mais importante nesse momento é o grupo.
Assim, uma coisa só, não fui eu que escolhi. É o próprio grupo que meio que escolhe, não porque eles votaram, porque você observa quem é que está, para quem que eles olham, quem é que está orientando fazendo. Essa é quase que uma postura, uma atitude que fez dele o capitão.
For me, it's an honor to be the captain in this first week. It's not a weight at all. It's a responsibility that I know that I have. I know what I can offer to the team. Together with Lucarelli and Cachapa, we are the experienced players, and our role is to lead with calm and tranquility to help them out. And Coach Bernardinho said about the captain is the group that chooses the captain. It's not that they vote for the captain, but you see their attitude and how they deal with the players and how they see the players as leaders, and that's naturally how they came to choose him.
Bom dia, vou fazer em português, temos a ajuda aqui. Vicente Dátoli, da AIPS, do portal Folha do Leste. Queria perguntar aos capitães adversários. Na semana passada, o Velasco falou que era muito importante para a equipe dele, jovem, enfrentar o Brasil e a torcida brasileira. Era importante aprender a sofrer. Como é que vocês estão esperando jogar contra 12.006 pessoas? Para todos os capitães.
All the captains and all the adversary captains here, I'd like to ask about a topic that Velasco brought last week about how important it is to face a team such as Brazil and in a place where you will have 12,000 people in the crowd, and how it is for young players such as yourselves to have this opportunity.
That's a good question. I guess I can use some of my own experience to answer that question. A few years ago, we were playing in Brasilia against Brazil, and I believe at that time they were #1 in the world. And we had a very young team with some guys that are veterans. And I was one of those younger players. That was really some of my first exposure to volleyball at this level, but also playing in Brazil. That was my first time here, and even in Brasilia, it was an incredible environment. I think it's similar to how Coach Bernardino said, there's pressure, but motivation on both sides. I imagine in this environment, which I haven't been in Maracanã yet, but I imagine it's pretty incredible, with a lot of energy, a lot of support for the home team, and maybe not a lot of support for the visiting teams, but that's kind of what we sign up for when we play this game and when we come to other countries to play. So for our younger players, I would hope that they embrace the environment and don't get too intimidated, because it is something beautiful about sport. When you go to another country and you have fans that are cheering for the team that you're competing against, and you need to find ways to stay focused and win.
Yeah, difficult to add something new. We know that how passionate fans are in Brazil and what volleyball means in Brazil, and for sure it's not going to be easy. We have to adjust fast as possible and only think about us and our game, and try to do our best in this moment.
Excuse me, could I translate first and then continue? Thank you. So, a primeira resposta, ele falou sobre, pela experiência dele, que jogar no Brasil contra a seleção como o Brasil, que, por exemplo, ano passado ele teve essa oportunidade em Brasília. O Brasil estava entre, se não era o melhor do mundo, os melhores do mundo. E com um time novo, com algumas lideranças veteranas, eles tiveram a oportunidade de aprender um pouco mais sobre lidar com esse ambiente. Como o treinador Bernardinho disse, existe pressão, mas também existe motivação. E ele entende que é muito apoio aos locais e pouco apoio aos visitantes, mas isso faz parte do processo, e que ele espera que os jovens que jogam com ele não fiquem intimidados e aproveitem essa oportunidade que é maravilhosa. Em relação à segunda resposta, ele fala sobre como a torcida aqui é muito apaixonada no Brasil e que é importante eles pensarem só no jogo deles, focarem no que eles têm que fazer, na estratégia deles, e não se intimidarem também com esse ambiente.
I know very good the Brazilian people, the Brazilian fans of volleyball. So I played 4 seasons in Sada Cruzeiro, and this 4th season was an incredible season, incredible experience for me, for my career. And so I know that the ambiente, the atmosphere in the Maracanã will be very pressure for the foreign teams. So, but I think that is good in some moments, because you can take this this ammo-free for you and try to play in the more hard and try to hold the match on the game, and that is good. And the fans, my respect for the fans, Brazilian fans, and so I think that Brazil is my second home, and I love play here. I love the country and the culture, and that is good for me. Just that.
So I played last season in Brazil, so I know the people, how they are, how volleyball is important for them. For sure, will be a lot of pressure on us, especially first game is against Brazil. So just we need to be calm, focus on our games, to play against really good team, which is Brazil. So that's it.
What I say, we have new team, young team, but 2 years ago we play here and feeling this atmosphere, this new level. Of course, volleyball player, why come here or why to play volleyball? Because we feeling this atmosphere, this level, volleyball level, and we like only feeling this pressure or emotions, and like this. We try only play better and better, and that's it.
Minha pergunta para o Bernardinho de novo. Darlan lidera as estatísticas da Superliga, sai do vôlei brasileiro liderando as estatísticas das duas últimas Superligas. Como é que você vê esse movimento dele? Como é que você acha que ir para a Liga Italiana vai agregar na carreira dele?
It's for Bernardinho. Bernardinho, Darlan leaves Brazil as a leader of all statistics. How do you think that moving to Italy will contribute to his career?
I answer him in Portuguese or in English? Português? Tanto faz? I think Darlan leads the statistics, but it's important how we read the statistics here. You know, he's the main scorer, but too many errors yet. So he was the one with more aces, but 40% of mistakes. So he's in a learning process. He's a second year national team. So I think the Italian league, it's such a huge league, he'll mature there. Thing is that he'll mature. He'll be tested against the best players in the world, some of them. So it's going to be a great experience for him, for sure. Like Flavio, like many other players, like Bruno, like Lucão, many of them played in this league. So I think it's a very important experience for a young guy, very strong one, but physically saying and getting, each year a little better. But I think the most important thing is that he must become more consistent as a world level player. This is the most important thing. He's a great potential, but I think experience like that, we are foreign players, so you have to get the responsibility to deal with all of them, not in your home country, so you have to do that. It's going to be a great experience for him, for sure. And he'll get a great coach, who's a Slovenian coach. No, he's with the national, he's Italian, but in the national team of Slovenia. Great coach, is going to be a great experience for him.
Bom dia, Eusébio Galvão, do Comitê Olímpico do Brasil. Se quiser pode responder em inglês, Bernardinho. Você tem dito muito sobre os novos jogadores que estão chegando, são muitos, e você já comandou a seleção em tantas competições, tantos ciclos. No que te parece que esse começo de ciclo é diferente dos outros? E se você enxerga alguma similaridade com algum outro início de ciclo olímpico nessa nova geração e nessa montagem que você está fazendo? Obrigado.
Coach, you can answer in English, please. You are dealing with new players now. You've had the opportunity and experience of leading this team in so many competitions in different cycles. What do you think now is different in terms of this cycle that is beginning now?
As we start a new cycle, it's always, we have a lot of doubts, a lot of questions, concerns. I think we have a very good young team, but I think the world, volleyball in the world changed. There are many contenders, much more teams fighting for the big spots, like Slovenia. 10 years ago, they're coming. Now they are one of the best teams in the world. For one example, it's an incredible country with a lot of potential, with a lot of talent in all sports. Like Cuba coming back from some years of not being the first level they are really strong right now. Like Japan is coming back. US always there. Iran is always a contender. Now Ukraine coming back. So I think there are Canada and so many other countries that are coming and coming strong. Germany also. So I think in the world there's much more balance, many more teams coming. It's a globalization of the volleyball. So people playing all over the world. So that means you have more exchange, and there are not so much difference between the teams. I think it's a much more difficult beginning of cycle because of, any team you face, they're in condition of beating those best traditional teams that we have in the world. It's a lot of balance all over. It's amazing for the fans, tough for the coaches and players to play every day a very tough competitor. So not an easy cycle, but we are here for the challenges, all of us.
First of all, good morning, everyone. I have two questions. First one, Mr. Rezende, how see Iranian youngest team, and what's your prediction first week? And the second question from Captain Javad, are you ready to first week?
I think Iran's got a lot of talent. I've been following these young players, some of them for a couple of years, some of them in the international leagues, and last year they came here to practice with us. They played the VNL, most of them. So they are a very talented team. They won the Under 21 World Championship a couple of years ago. Now they are playing, some of them abroad, like Java, like the opposite player, like some of the outside. So I think it's a great team, ready to play against the best teams in the world in the same conditions. So we know they just played Italy. They play great. So I'm sure it's going to be a very tough first match, and we respect a lot of respect for Iran and new coach, great coach, very experienced Piazza. It's not going to be easy. It's a test for us, a big test and huge test for us.
I should answer English or I have to say English or Persian for you? Okay. So for sure we are ready. We had a really good pre-season to be ready for this VNL. We had the amazing tournament, like a friendly game in Italy, 2 games in Italy. So now is the moments to play. And yeah, the guys also 100% ready. We are focused to be ready for the games tomorrow.
A pergunta vai para o Miguel agora. Como é que é estar de volta ao Brasil? Você disse que aqui é a sua segunda casa. Como é que é jogar, então, essa semana aqui? Como é que vai ser? E como é que você acha que a sua experiência no Japão ajuda agora nesse momento de seleções?
This question is to Miguel. How is it to be back in Brazil, since you already had the experience to play here? And how are you doing in Japan? How do you see the experience there?
Be back in Brazil is very good always. So like I say, Brazil is my second home. So I stay here many years. So each year was incredible experience, incredible season, and that is good for my career. So always we be great back to Brazil and be back to Brazil. And in Japan, so was an incredible experience for me also. Was a long season, many matches, many games. So, but I could learn many things for my volleyball, mainly in the back row, so defense and pass. So I think that I keep to learn these things for my volleyball, for complete my volleyball and better. Yeah, so the Japanese players are amazing players also. So the season is very high level and yeah. So I don't know, but it was incredible, man.
Do we have any more questions?
Minha pergunta agora vai para o jogador dos Estados Unidos. Os Estados Unidos eliminou o Brasil nas últimas Olimpíadas e vocês chegam agora, com certeza, com a torcida contra. A torcida deve abraçar todas as seleções que vão jogar contra os Estados Unidos. Como é que você acha que a equipe pode evitar com que essa pressão da torcida, a pressão adversária da torcida, não afete em quadra, né, durante as partidas?
It's a good question. I think that's just part of sport. You know, we come into these environments and with a lot of young players, they need to experience what this level is like and what this environment can be like. But that's kind of like what I said earlier, that's the beautiful part of this game. You come into maybe some unfriendly environments and you learn quickly how to survive. And even though we have some young players, I wouldn't say that they're inexperienced, and they're very eager for this challenge to play around the world and to play against different styles of volleyball and to play against the best level of volleyball in the world. So for us, it's a great opportunity to get some exposure very early on for some of these unfamiliar faces from the US, and through this 4-year cycle, see how they can develop and see if we can find spaces on our team as we move into the LA Olympics.
Anybody else? If you have another one, yeah, you can keep going.
Agora para o Flávio, é mais fácil enfrentar uma seleção mais experiente como a Ucrânia e a Eslovênia, ou é mais fácil enfrentar uma seleção mais nova como o Irã?
Acho que existem...
Sorry. Desculpa. Yes, the question for you, Flavio, is if it's easier to face a more experienced team, such as Ukraine or Slovenia, or teams that are coming with youngsters?
Eu acho que são duas situações diversas, diferentes. As equipes mais experientes, elas geralmente carregam, têm, né, uma bagagem maior, então estão mais acostumados a lidar com momentos de dificuldades, momentos de pressão durante os jogos. E a garotada...
Those are different situations. It's important to have experienced players playing with us. It helps with the pressure. There's a lot of pressure for the young players as well, but the young players also bring a lot of energy, extra energy that is necessary in a very balanced environment. So it's very important to keep the focus 100% so you don't make simple mistakes that might lead to losing a set, for example. So I think the ideal scenario is to have a mix of these experienced players and young players together.
Anybody else? Going once? Going twice? All right, sold. Good job, everyone. We have one more question that was submitted by the fans for each player, and then we'll be out of here. All right, so we'll start off with Bernardinho. If you could bring back any retired player in his prime to be on your team now, who would it be? Only one. Well, you can choose multiple if you want.
My generation, dinosaurs, I'll bring Renan back. But from the last, I'll bring maybe Giba back. There's so many good players. It's tough to say someone, just you have Gustavo, and not fair. You know, they won't be happy with me if I just say one, you know. Maybe I'll bring my son back to be together with my son. I miss him, but no, I think Giba, for this last generation, was one of the greatest. He could be with us, but, you know, so many good players, the history here. It was very great to hear from Slovenia that we are part of their history. It's an honor for us, so thank you.
Awesome. I'm sure nobody will be insulted. Flavio, NBA player Giannis was at the women's match against Italy. If you could have any celebrity at your match, who would it be?
Ooh, good question. I saw some videos, some pictures from him in Maracanãzinho. For sure, it was an amazing atmosphere for everyone who was there. Really good question. From NBA players or?
Anything you want.
I think Roger Federer. He had an amazing career. He's a strong guy, mentality and physically. So I think it would be really good to have him on the stands.
I'm sure he's a volleyball fan. I'm sure he'll be here one day.
We can invite him.
Yeah, we'll give him a shout out right now. Roger, if you're listening. All right, Kyle. If you could play any other sport, what would it be, and what position would you be in that sport?
I love tennis. I love watching tennis. So if my life were different, I would hope that I would be a high-level tennis player.
There's no positions in tennis,
no
are there?
position.
All right, so you get to play everything. Gotcha. That's interesting, coming from a libero. Dejan, what is one thing you cannot leave home with wherever you're going to play in a different country?
Gums. My
What?
gums. I have special ones.
What do you have?
Gums, chewing gums.
Chewing gums. I heard something else. Okay, just chewing gum. Okay. What's special about it that you can't get in a different country?
That's a secret.
Oh, okay. We'll have to go to Slovenia to get special chewing gum. Miguel, what is your go-to hype music before a match?
I hope so our team can to do all the things that we practice every day. So our objective is won 3 matches, and yeah, that is yeah.
Do you listen to any music in the locker room before you play?
Music?
Yeah.
The Cuba music.
Yeah. Anything in particular? Any favorite songs that we can listen to?
Los Cuatros.
Los Cuadros.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna look it up after this.
You can.
All right. Next up, Javad. If you could play a match with any historical volleyball player, who would you choose?
Which team or which player?
It could be anyone, any volleyball player from the history of volleyball. Who would you play on your team? Who would you put on your team?
There is a lot of good players. I want to play with them, but for sure it will be Giba. Yeah.
Jiva's getting a lot of love today.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it can be. And also like against Ricardinho, so which is Brazilian setter too, you know. So this is like my wish, But unfortunately, I can't. So they are an amazing player.
We got to put a dream team together and bring everybody back. All right, last question is for Yuri. What's your pregame routine or anything that brings you luck before you play volleyball?
Okay, I am play only 9-year volleyball.
Only?
Only, yes. I don't know. It's everything new here in volleyball. Every year we play some new tournament or new game, new. I feel in this new level, and it's everything new. And of course, we will see how Ukrainian and we play and. I don't know.
Do you have anything that you do particularly that's like a good luck routine for you, like wearing the same pair of socks or wearing this certain jersey or listening to a song?
No. Only I think individual have some watch some video or like some special music or speak with my family, my son or my family. It's individual, I think.
Okay, good to know. Alrighty, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you all being here. To all the players and coach on the court, on the stage. To the members of the media that are here, thanks for your questions. And for everyone watching around the world, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget, all of the action begins tomorrow. You can watch every match live on VBTV. On behalf of Volleyball World, myself, Key Michael, and all of the players on staff, thank you so much, and we will see you on the court. Guys, before we leave, we have to figure out. No, I want to do a selfie with everyone before the official photo. Official photo can wait. Selfie first. Now the official photo. Do you want me in or no? Yes.